Dear friends and my dear students, I am Dr. P.K. Verma. You all are most welcome in P.K. Verma biology classes. In the previous session, I had discussed nucleus along with the chromosomes, their gross morphological structures in metaphase, as well as fine structures as seen in interphase by electron micrographs. In continuation with the study on chromosome structure, I would like to extend the topic to know about the chromosomes, its map preparation, that is karyotyping, by taking example of human karyotype, that is the karyotype of ourselves. The chromosomes were first reported by Carl Wilhelm von Nageli in 1842. He used the term chromatin, not chromosome. Later on, Hofmeister in 1859 observed nuclear filaments in the pollen mother cells of Tradescantia. These two authors did not stain the chromosome or chromatin, so the distal structure could not be explained. Later on, Walther Fleming used iron hematoxylin and stained the nuclear filaments properly. He also explained the cell division, commonly known as mitosis, in 1882 and found that in metaphase the chromosomes look very dense and clearly visible under compound microscope. The present name chromosome was given by Heinrich von Waldeyer in 1888. Now, what is the karyotype formation? Karyotyping is the process by which photographs of chromosomes are taken in order to determine the chromosome complement of an individual species. It is prepared from cells of any mitotic tissue that has been arrested in the metaphase or prometaphase stage of cell cycle by using chemicals like colchicine. Colchicine dissolves spindle fibers and therefore there is no anaphase separation of the chromatids. In the metaphase, the chromosomes are most condensed, so these are stained well with a suitable stain like orsin, giemsa or quinacrine. The cells are subjected to hypotonic treatment so that the volume of cell and volume of nucleus may increase as large as possible, and after their staining, the extra stain is washed away. The cells are squashed on the slide and the best dispersed chromosomes are photographed. The slide preparation or the squash preparation needs much practice, and only after so many attempts a very good photograph can be taken. After photography and development of the pictures of chromosomes are cut carefully, their length, position of centromere and the arm lengths P and Q are measured. Photographs of chromosomes are arranged on the basis of the descending order of lengths, and pairs are made on the basis of binding pattern. The sex chromosomes and autosomes are identified. The sex chromosomes are placed separately. If the chromosome lengths of many chromosomes are found same, these are arranged on the basis of their arm ratio, that is P by Q ratio, such as metacentric, submetacentric, acrocentric and telocentric. In a proper order, these are placed. The autosomes are fixed on the paper in proper order and again photographed. The first pair is largest and the last pair is smallest. This arrangement is a standard pattern. First pair is largest and last pair is smallest. If the length are same, two pairs of chromosomes have same length, at first the metacentric, then submetacentric, or at first the submetacentric, then acrocentric, or at first the acrocentric, then telocentric will be placed. These are numbered carefully and sex chromosomes are placed as per the size, or lastly. Both patterns are accepted. The chromosomes are depicted in a standard format known as karyogram or ideogram in pairs ordered by size and position of centromere for chromosomes of the same size. The karyotypes describe the complete set of chromosomes, its count and type of an organism, and what these chromosomes look like under a light microscope. So it is a picture of the chromosomal complement of every species. A study of karyotype of a species is known as karyology. In germline, the chromosome number is haploid, but in somatic cells, diploid number of chromosomes are present in all higher plants and animals. In lower plants, Thallophyta and Bryophyta, the main plant body is haploid. The basic number of chromosomes in the somatic cells of an individual or a species is called somatic number and is designated as 2n. Karyotypes of every species is its definite characteristic and differs from the related species. By comparison of their karyotypes, their interrelationship can be understood. Karyotypes are studied by many purposes, such as the chromosomal aberrations and to gather information about past evolutionary history and events of the changes, that is known as karyotaxonomy or karyosystematics. Humans have only 23 pairs of chromosomes, while all other extant members of hominidae have 24 pairs. Human chromosome 2 is a result of an end-to-end fusion of two ancestral chromosomes, so the number decreased from 48 to 46. The closest human relative is chimpanzee, It has nearly identical DNA sequence to human chromosome 2, but they are found in two different chromosomes. The same is true for the more distant gorilla and orangutan. Now come to human karyotype only. Investigation into the human karyotype took many years to settle the most basic question: how many chromosomes does a normal diploid human cell contains, whether it is 46 or 48, and whether there is XXXO mechanism of sex determination or XXXY mechanism of sex determination. In 1912, Hans von Binewarter reported 47 chromosomes in spermatogonia and 48 in oogonia, and he concluded that there is XXXO sex determination mechanism. Painter in 1922 was not certain whether the diploid number was 46 or 48, but he correctly insisted on humans having XXXY mechanism of sex determination. Joachim Tizzio in 1955 found the chromosome count to be 46 using new techniques available at the time. He used orosine stain instead of acetocarmine that was commonly used at that time. The normal human karyotype contains 22 pairs of autosomes and one pair of sex chromosome, also known as allosome. The females have 2 X chromosomes denoted as 46XX, and males have 1 X and 1 Y chromosome denoted as 46XY. Any variation from the standard karyotype may lead to developmental abnormalities expressed as diseases such as Down syndrome, Turner syndrome, Klinefelter syndrome, Edwards syndrome, Cry-Duchat syndrome, etc. An international agreement of number and the classification of human chromosome was reached at an early stage. Experts meeting in the University of Colorado at Denver in April 1960 adopted the scheme given in the following karyogram as suggested by Joachim Tizzio. It is a karyogram of male. You can see that chromosomes are arranged according to their length. Chromosome X is placed in between 5th and 6th chromosome, and the Y is placed in between 21st and 20th chromosome. There are 7 groups: A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. In Paris Conference in 1971, Giemsa banding pattern was adopted. So the banding pattern of similar and dissimilar chromosomes with identical lengths and P by Q ratio may be easily identified. This is the photograph of metaphase stage. You can see all chromosomes are non-overlapping, well dispersed, and therefore everyone can be cut using a fine blade or a scissor, and their lengths can be measured. They can be arranged properly in length. The arrangement of a male is like this. You can see the similarity in bending pattern. you can just compare chromosome 1. Both have similar pattern at the lower and the middle length. Chromosome number 2 also has same pattern. Similarly, chromosome number 3 also has pattern. So the chromosomes of homologous nature have same pattern. Every pair has its own bending pattern, just similar to the barcodes given to different items sold by standard companies. These chromosomes were arranged artificially in this way. The P and Q arms were given, the band were numbered, and if you will do work on any new species, you also have to adapt similar pattern of measurement, arrangement, and the nomenclature of the bands. So human chromosomes are categorized into 7 groups. Group A contains chromosome 1, 2 and 3. Group B contains 4 and 5. In group C, maximum number of chromosomes from 6 to 12, that is 7 pairs are there, along with the X chromosome. So in female, group C contains 8 pairs of chromosomes. Group D contains 13, 14 and 15. E contains 16, 17 and 18. F contains only 2 pairs, chromosome 19 and 20. And the last group G contains Y chromosome, 21st and 22nd chromosome. Here chromosome number 13, 14, 15, that is group D, and chromosomes 21 and 22 of group G have secondary constriction, so these are satellite chromosomes. Now tell me, which chromosome is the smallest? As per the principle, it should be 22nd chromosome. But it was found wrong after discovery of the gene length, DNA length, and measurement of the numbers of genes present on these chromosomes. But the number could not be changed because while denoting the Down syndrome, it was said that chromosome 21 is trisomy, and all literature till date mentioned that 21st chromosome has trisomy in Down syndrome. So it became difficult to change entire literature. Therefore, the figure was left as such. Chromosome number 21 is smallest and 22nd is second smallest. Chromosome 21 is smallest because there are 48 million base pairs of DNA that comprises 1.5 to 2% of total DNA in the cell. It bears 215 genes as given by CCDS or 256 genes as suggested by NCBI. Chromosome number 22 is the second smallest human chromosome, having 49 million DNA base pairs. That means it has 1 million more DNA than 21st chromosome. So it is second largest. Although it has 1.5 to 2% of total DNA, but the number of genes as reported by CCDS is 417 and as reported by NCBI is 474. So the number of genes also are almost 200 more. What is the CCDS? It is the Consensus Coding Sequence CDS project. And NCBI is National Center for Biotechnology Information. It is a chance that human has no metacentric and telocentric chromosome. These are all submetacentric or acrocentric chromosomes. You have to read many things about the chromosomes, especially of the human being, when you will study genetics or the cytogenetics in class 12 or in other syllabi. So please wait for the cytogenetics. See you in the next session. Thank you very much.